Hi everyone, Karen Coons here. I'm a marketing coach and CEO of Digital Hooks Marketing, a full-service marketing agency in Naples, Florida, but we pretty much serve the whole world. So if you're interested, check out our website, digitalhugsmarketing.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about 3 tips to grow your Instagram following. Now, I'm not talking to you from the perspective of an influencer or anything like that. That is a full-time job. Those people do get paid for their promotion and endorsement of products, and so they do work on that full-time. I'm here to talk to the local service providers, the local businesses, the online businesses even. I'm sure you can take some tips from this. But we don't have a full-time schedule to be dedicating to our social presence and our following. So what we have to do is carve out time in our regular schedules to do that, because it is important. It is important to show up on social media these days, and specifically Instagram. It is one of the most used platforms these days, and it's favored by many different age ranges. So you're getting a broad reach there. Anyway, the most favored industries on Instagram today are fitness and fitness wear, fashion, that goes along with that somewhat, and then makeup as well. I'm sure you see those tutorials all the time, and the list that I read didn't include food, but I'm sure that that's a big one as well, or maybe that's just me that follows all those crazy food shows making the burgers that are like this high, and anyway, that's my thing, I guess. But my first tip for you today is going to be content. You're going to need to publish content consistently. And what I'm going to recommend is 3 times a day. 3 times a day. There are certain times that are more peak, but studies have shown more recently, it really doesn't matter when you share, just spread it out through the day. If you're scheduling your social media scheduling app should suggest certain times. I use Buffer and it does do that. It creates a schedule for you and you can tailor it yourself in your settings. So you want to share content that is valuable to your buyer persona. And in some way, you don't need to share tips all the time. You don't need to share facts. You don't need to share promotions all the time. People on Instagram favor faces, kids, dogs, anything, yourself. So here's just an example. If you're a local lawyer, let's say a female lawyer, and you're a little fashion savvy, right? And you're going to meet a new client and you're trying to choose maybe yourself between 2 or 3 different outfits. Put those outfits on, take pictures of yourself, selfies or whatever. I would suggest getting a tripod, even for your cell phone. You can use your cell phone for your camera, that's fine. Or an Osmo or something like that you can set up, and you can take, quick shots of yourself. They don't need to be super professional and they don't need to be photoshopped. Not photoshopped, better. And then just put them on a carousel and have people scroll through them. Say, scroll through to help me decide on my outfit for my next client meeting. Whether you get an answer before your meeting or not, you're creating engagement on your actual feed. And people like to see that. And especially women out there, actually men as well, like to actually help you with those decisions. So content that you can share, of course, is yourself, pictures of yourself doing things for your business, meeting with your clients, your staff, or whatever it happens to be. Don't just share staff photos all the time of what your staff's doing. That's not necessarily engaging for most people to check out about a company. They don't want to hear about just your company all the time. They want to get inside the lives of the people. So you can do, social media takeovers or something like that on your Instagram where you let a different employee profile their lives, something like that. There's so many different options. But when struggling with content, know that people want to see inside of your life, your personal life as well. They favor faces, animals as well, and then also things that they're familiar with. So if you maybe take a weekend, a Saturday, a half a day or something, and you're going to go out with your family anyway, and you're going to be in a downtown district or at a landmark, make sure you take a lot of pictures there. You can share them on your feed and you can tag that place, the restaurant, the landmark, the park, whatever it happens to be. You can tag that And then hopefully the owner of that restaurant or such will share your content. Then you have access to their network as well, right? Whether it's on their storyline or on their regular feed post. So that's always a good idea. Events as well. You can find events on Facebook. Just, search under upcoming events, whether it's you do once a day and you say, what is the events for that weekend? And then, tag those people in it, use their photos on their event page. They won't mind if you're promoting their event for them. Take pictures of client success stories. You can also use, fancy little graphics that are made in Canva. I use Canva. There's other ones out there that you can use, or you can create them yourself if you're more savvy in that sense. And so you'll have a nice mix on your feed. So it's always good to have your feed set up professionally. So if you want to alternate between, a graphic and photo, or 2, 2 and 1, 3, 3 and 1, 2, something like that. Just have some kind of consistency in your timeline with your content. Number 2, don't be afraid to follow people. So number 2 is follow people. I believe gone are the days or actually don't even care at this point whether people will judge you for the amount of people you're following as opposed to the ratio of those following you. Who cares? Really, if you're going to send out a direct mail campaign of like 5,000 postcards, do you think that one person getting it's like, I wonder how many other people got this? It's about visibility for your company. It's about a presence and creating that for yourself. So who cares if you're following 10,000 people and you have 1,000 people following you? Well, it's giving you a better shot at people actually finding out about you. How are they supposed to find out about you? And yes, hashtags are great, but they're only one piece of the pie. So make sure that you follow people. So my suggestion is that you go to people that provide a similar service to you in your geographic area, or they cater to your buyer persona as well. So if you're a real estate agent in a certain geographic area, you're going to want to look at other real estate agents that have a great presence. Yes, go to their followers list and follow those people. Or somebody, if you're a real estate agent and you have somebody in town that does something similar, maybe, let's just throw this out there, maybe it's, a business service or a marketing company, let's say. Why not go to their list and look and see what they, who follows them as well, because they are local and most likely those people will be from that area. Also, what you could do to really dive down into that is go to those pages, especially of the ones that are really popular and get a lot of engagement. Go to their last 3 posts, look at who's liked it, and follow those people, because then that is the gold. They are most likely looking to engage with content like yours, or a service provider like you, or business professional, or your product, whatever happens to be. And then but also that that they've engaged recently, so that it's not somebody that maybe jumps on Instagram once a month. Most likely they regularly engage with profiles. So that's number 2. Don't be afraid to follow people. Number 3 is engagement. You need to engage. So you're going to want to like other people's stuff or comment on it as much as possible, especially those in your feed. Just kind of go through and like everything. You don't have to like everything. If you don't agree with it, or if you don't like it, then don't like it. Keep this authentic as possible. You're not going for a gold medal here. We're just trying to get some visibility and followers to your account. So, engage as much as possible. So those are the 3 things. Content, share consistently a certain amount of content. If you want to share 2 posts, if you want to share 5 posts, that's fine. I wouldn't go over that though. And also it'll put a lot of weight on your schedule. So the content, share consistently. Number 2, don't be afraid to follow people. And number 3, engage. So how can you do that with a busy schedule? 2 tips. In the mornings when I get up a little early. I set my coffee pot in the morning so that it comes on at 5:30. I get up in my pajamas and I get my coffee and I sit on the couch with my cell phone. I instantly go to Instagram, and I first of all look through who's liked my stuff and who's commented, who's shared, or anything like that, and then I'll engage with them, thank them, whatever it happens to be, like it, emojis, all of that wonderful stuff, and then I'll go to my feed and I'll start engaging with stuff in my feed, right? And then number 3, I've carved out certain accounts and people and personas that I know that their content and my content are similar, so I could attract their potential audience, and knowing that that is my potential audience for my coaching business as well. So I will go ahead and follow them. Just a tip on the follower note: just because you follow someone doesn't mean you always have to follow them. I'm not suggesting that you go follow 100 people and then you unfollow 100 people. That's not necessarily authentic, but you do it however you want to. But again, this is all about visibility and getting people to recognize and see your account and your business ultimately. So I'd carve out about a half an hour in the morning to do that while I'm drinking my coffee before my son wakes up, of course. And then it doesn't kind of get in the way of the content that I build during the day and working with clients and such. So I do that. And then number 2, I do carve out about 2 to 3 hours a week, and you could take an hour if you wanted, and I schedule it in my calendar as a meeting, and anyone from my team knows that they can't schedule time during that time. And also I have to dedicate myself to actually sitting down and building my content out at that time. And that's what I'm working on more this year, because it's not always easy. I have clients and I have a busy schedule as a single mom as well, so I feel your pain. But if you try to dedicate yourself, and if you're serious about, increasing your marketing outreach and, really growing your business, you will, you'll have the motivation to carve out and dedicate that time as well. So thank you for listening today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at Karen@KarenCoons. No, that's not it. That's my personal. You can reach out to me there too, Karen@KarenCoons.com, or you can send me an email at Karen@digitalhugsmarketing.com. We have a ton of content on our site. Well, we're getting there anyway. This video series hopefully will be a regular thing. I also have a podcast and a blog, and you can find all of that at abigdigitalhug.com. Please check out my YouTube channel as well and subscribe to that. That would be great. And subscribe to my newsletters. There are a ton of ways that you can get my content. I would love for you to send me any questions that you want me to address on a video. That would be excellent. Awesome. Have a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.